All right. Equipment you're gonna need today is a set of weights if you have a lighter and a heavier pair. That's optimal. Oops. Got one more thing going. There we go. If you only have one pair of weights, that works too. And our last circuit of the day, we're going to be using a TheraBand. Both exercises will be a TheraBand, so you can just keep it wrapped around your wrist or your hand. I would recommend, because we're going to be doing this last circuit here for about 4 minutes, grab your lightest level TheraBand. For most sets of TheraBands, that's your lighter colors. So it's either your yellow or your light blue. Sometimes light red is also on the lighter side, but preferably the yellow or the light blue is probably good. All right. And then remember, with this class, I care more about your form and your alignment than I do how much weight you're lifting. But that being said, if you want to make the class harder, you can increase your weight or increase your speed, but do what feels right for you. All righty, let's get started. We'll come back to a seated or standing grounded position of some sort. Yeah, and as we settle in, let's just start with some easy shoulder rolls. Just noticing how the body's feeling for you today. Do you hear any crunchiness in the shoulders? Does this area feel tight for you? Maybe one side feels crunchier than the other side. And then starting from the hands and just giving the hands a gentle little shake, as if you were getting on or off. And then start to bring that up through the elbows. Getting warm already. Through the elbows and through the shoulders. Into the rib cage. Into your legs, if you can give those a shake. Let your breath go. All right. And we'll come back to a still position of some sort. We'll close the eyes or soften the gaze. And just starting by finding that low belly breath. And we'll stay with the breath today. So seeing if you can really start to deepen that breath, imagining like you're breathing all the way down into your feet. Maybe exaggerating the length of your breath if you can. And then seeing if you can bring your breath more to the back and the side of your body. So almost trying to broaden the base of your rib cage with each breath. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bigger breath, but just a broadening, a widening of the rib cage. Just noticing what it feels like to breathe into these different areas of the body here. Let's take one more breath like that. And we'll open the eyes. Good. Let's start by reaching the arms behind us, taking your wrists, finding a few wrist circles. And then coming up into that big morning stretch, up to the sky. Take an inhale and exhale to roll down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale up. Good. Coming up, stacking tall, you can interlace the fingers if you are able. Take a push up to the sky. And exhale, roll down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale to come up. Stacking tall at the top. Rotate a little bit to your left. Finding a roll down on that side, you can pull that top wrist and just pause at the bottom, breathing into the open ribs. Slowly rolling back up. Stacking tall at the top, rotating the other way, rolling down. Giving that top wrist a pull, breathing into the open ribs. Rolling back up. And bringing the arms down, back behind you again. One more set of wrist twirls. Good, and then just give everything a soft little shake. Okay. So let's take arms in front of you. Giving me the stop sign signal. Just let the upper spine round. And then open the chest, pulling the arms back. Yeah, that's it. Push that heavy object in front of you, round just the upper spine. And then open arms back. Yeah, nice, everyone. Push and round. And open lift. Push and round. Open lift. Two more, push round. Open lift. Last one, push round. And open. Good. Okay, we'll bring both hands to the left side with palms or knuckles touching each other. So kind of twisting your body to the left already. Your right arm is going to reach up and over to the other side. And then that left arm is going to follow, closing the hands together. Yeah. So like big alligator mouth opens, other side closes. Open, other side closes. Letting your spine move with you as you do these. Yeah, keep going. So your head and your chest and your spine follow the hands and the arms. Seeing if you can find an inhale as that mouth opens and an exhale as it closes. Inhale as it opens, exhale as it closes. Couple more. Last one. Good, and back to the center. Awesome. Let's take left arm out to the side. I want you to imagine like you're trying to reach for something way on the left. And then come back to the center, take a side bend over. And then center and switch arms. Right arm out to the side, reaching. And then center, side bend. Good, and center and switching sides. Reach. And center, side bend. And center, switch, reach. center and side bend. And side, good. Yeah, and just find a few more shoulder rolls there. Okay, good. So I'm gonna have you lean forward. You can keep one or both hands resting on the lap. And we're just gonna do some cross body and same side body tap. So I want you to lean forward, tap either your ankles or your shins, whatever you can reach. And then you're gonna cross your arms, tap your knees. Uncross your arms, tap your shoulders. And then reach the arms up. Yeah, that's it. Lean forward, tap the ankles or the shins. Cross the arms, tap the knees. Uncross, tap shoulders, reach up. That's it. Lean forward, tap ankles. Cross to knees. Open to shoulders, and then reach up. Yeah, you can move faster if you'd like. Ankles, cross knees, shoulders, reach up. Huh? Ankles, cross knees, shoulders, and reach. Good. One more like that. Ankles, cross knees, shoulders, reach up. Good. Bring the arms down, give the arms another little shake here. Lose one more layer. Okay, coming into a few swimming strokes here. So we'll start with breaststroke. We've been doing this the past couple weeks. So taking the arms, shooting the arms forward as your head dives down, circling the arms around as you sit tall. That's it. Lean forward, arms reach forward, circle to sit tall. Yep. Reach and circle. Reach and circle. Reach and circle. Can you find the exhale to reach? Inhale, circle. Exhale, reach. Inhale, circle. That's it. Two more. Last one. Good. And back to the center. Yeah. And then just taking that into a nice, easy and slow backstroke. Let your head rotate with you. So looking behind you a little bit. Making sure you're not holding your breath here. We'll go for 3, 2, 1, and back to the center. Good. Okay, taking the ribs, just finding a few circles, hula hoop circles around the hips. Trying to keep shoulders parallel with the floor here, so really moving through the middle of the trunk. Yeah, and then switching directions. Good, and then coming back to the center. One more thing here, so let your arms hang heavy down by your side. Find a slow, heavy roll to come down. Pause at the bottom, just find a couple breaths into the backs of the ribs. And then on your next exhale, rolling up. Good, and arms coming down. Yeah. And then finishing with a few head and neck circle rolls. Switching directions. And coming back to the center. All right. Let's talk through this workout here. Same format we've been doing for a little bit. So first circuit is going to be as many rounds as possible. And we're going for 6 minutes for that one. So remember, try to remember how many rounds you get through so you can share at the end. 3 exercises. That first exercise is going to be an overhead twist press. So grab your heavier set of weights if you can. So for seated athletes, starting with the weights racked at the shoulders here, yeah, palms can face inward. You're going to press one arm, so we'll do one at a time. One arm press overhead. As you twist, you're trying to keep that weight overhead. The more in front of you the weight is, the harder it gets. So you're still trying to keep that weight directly overhead and then reset back to the center. That's it. Other arm presses, adding in that twist back to the center. I care more about that weight being overhead than I do about how far you get in your rotation. Okay, so it can be a really small rotation, but really try to keep that weight pressed directly up to the sky. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then standing athletes, you're doing the same thing, but if you'd like to add a squat in between each one. So squatting down, twisting and pressing. Squat, twist and press. Yeah. This side, oh, and you're doing 8 on each side. So 8 on the right and 8 on the left. Okay, this next one, I would use your lighter set of weights. Or no weights at all. I'm going to be using no weights at all. Also, yeah, I think I called them butterfly strikes on the thing. Butterfly strokes is what I was going for. So you're going to lean forward. If you need to do this one arm at a time, you can, so you can keep one hand on the lap. Otherwise, you'll lean forward, both arms dangling down towards the floor. You're going to do a high row. So instead of, normally in this class, we do a row with your elbows close to your body. This time you're going to do a high row. So elbows at about the height of your shoulders. And then if you're able to, you're going to extend the arms out, yeah, into that full T position. And then everything comes back down. So it's a wide row, straightening the arms out into that T and then forward. Yeah. So if you can, you're trying to make that movement a little bit more fluid. Yeah, lifting elbows, wrists, elbows, wrists. And again, if you need to do the single arm at first, you can do that too. You're doing 12 total of these. So just be mindful of your form. Make sure your shoulders don't crunch up towards your neck. So keeping a nice long neck as you do these, but high elbows for that high row, which is why I recommend doing little or no weight for this one, because maintaining your form can be kind of hard. Okay, I forgot to tell you to get one more piece of equipment. If you have a ball and you want to grab a ball, preferably like a bigger, let me show you, like a bigger rounder or a bouncy ball. Or if you have a med ball, you can grab that too. If you want to make it harder, it's up to you. If you don't have any of these things, you can also grab a towel, or you can even do this one with a weight, and I'll show you how to do it with all of these pieces of equipment, depending on what you got. Okay, so that we've done these before, but it's been a while, actually. I picked up an 8-pound med ball. That's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna show you with my lighter ball first. So just a toss up. So you're holding that ball or towel or dog toy in your lap. You're gonna throw it directly up and then catch. Throw it directly up and then catch. Yeah, so it's meant to be kind of fast movement and then catch it, reset all the way down to the lap. Throw it up and catch. Yeah, just playing a game of catch with yourself. If you don't have a ball or a rolled up towel, or you could do this with a pillow too, and you're just doing it with a weight, you can hold that weight between both hands, and it will just be a quick movement up to above the head, slow movement down. You're not releasing the weight because that could be kind of dangerous. Just slow, fast movement up, slow movement down. Fast and slow. And if you are using a med ball, you're doing the same thing, just controlling that med ball all the way down with a quick throw up. Yeah. I love the objects that we're throwing in the air. Nice. We've got some creative ones. Okay, and you're doing 15 of those total. Oops. Okay, Tabata circuit. Oh, wait, sorry. And then I skipped standing athletes for the last two. Standing athletes for the butterfly strokes, you're doing the same movement. You're just doing it from a hip hinge position. So holding that neutral pelvis and spine, doing that same upper body movement. And then standing athletes for the toss-ups. You're just doing this toss-up from a standing position, but when you catch the ball, drop down into a squat. Throw, catch, drop down into a squat. So you can add that squat at the bottom of the movement if you'd like. Okay. Tabata circuit is going to be punches, left, right, like we normally do, as quick as you can. If you're able to make a fist, thumb goes over the fist, balling up your hand as much as you can, going as quick as you can. Oh yeah, I'll talk you through, we'll start punches going straight forward, and then we'll do different angles to the left, to the right, some hook punches, all of that. And then standing athletes, you're doing the same thing, just from a standing position, generating that punch a little bit more from the hips. Okay. Last circuit is going to be our TheraBand circuit. 4 minutes, 2 exercises, so 30 seconds each exercise. Keep the TheraBand for both exercises. So if you need or want to wrap it around the hands to give you more of a hold, you can do that too. And we'll all do these ones together. These are more upper body here. First movement is going to be draw a sword. So bringing both hands to say the right side. Your right hand is going to pin that TheraBand against your hip as the left hand draws the sword out, up, and away, kind of across the body, and then putting the sword slowly back down. Draw the sword out, up, and away. Look towards where you're drawing that sword, and then slow to come back in. This is we're partially working your rotator cuff here, so remember to keep your resistance light. Don't let the TheraBand snap you back in, so control that TheraBand back in. Halfway through that draw a sword, I'll tell you to switch sides and you'll draw the sword from the other side. Yeah. Last exercise for that circuit, hands can stay as they are, just coming into those chest openers. So straight arms, opening the arms away until the band taps the front of the chest, and then bringing the arms back out in front of you. Yeah, keep those arms at shoulder height the whole time, opening and closing. All right. I think that's it. If you've got any questions, feel free to unmute or type into the chat box. Otherwise, we'll get going here. Oh yeah, and then last thing, Claudia isn't here today. So grab your music, put your favorite playlists on. I won't have music on my end. So if you'd like it on your end, go ahead and grab that. All right, we're gonna start with that first circuit. As many rounds as possible, you're going for 6 minutes. You're starting with your overhead twist and press. Standing athletes can hold a squat, can add a squat at the bottom, 8 on each side. Okay, and then just working your way through that circuit. I'll paste the workout one more time for you. Okay, here we go. On your marks, get set, and go. Remember, you're really trying to press that weight directly overhead. 8 on each side, so 16 total, alternating. And then you're moving into your butterfly strokes for 12. Remember, high and wide elbows for these ones. Little or no weight. And then that last exercise, you're doing toss-ups for 15. Toss-ups for 15, you can add a squat at the bottom for folks that are standing. Nice work, everyone. That looks great. Going back to your overhead twist and press. Remember how many rounds you get through. Finding your exhale as you press that weight up. Couple minutes in. Hoping you can still hear me. Keep going, everyone. There we go. Keep going. Yeah, I know. I blipped out for a sec. For those butterfly strokes, you're really trying to get into that mid back area, right in between the shoulder blades. About 3.5 minutes in. We've got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Use your exhale to help you with the pushes or the throws. Nice work, everyone. You got, let's see, 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Can you squeeze in one more exercise? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, nice work, everyone. Grab some water, catch your breath here. We're gonna move right into that Tabata circuit, so no weights needed here. Let me reset. We'll just start with punches, going straight forward. And again, we don't have Claudia's fancy Tabata music, so you just get to hear my voice. Put some music on if you haven't already. Here we go. Punches going straight forward. On your marks, get set, and go. For seated athletes, you're generating that power from your trunk. For standing athletes, it's coming from your hips. 3, 2, 1, stop. We'll go straight forward again for this next set. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Yep, ready, go. If you can hear me again, yeah, that's it. Next set. Sorry, everyone. I know I keep flipping out. 3, 2, 1, stop. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, stop. Nice work, everyone. For this next direction, we're going to punch to your left. You're halfway there. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it. So looking to your left, rotating your trunk to the left. 3, 2, 1, stop. Punching to the right. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, stop. Good, you have 1 more minute. Punching up to the sky for this next one. Try to keep your pace. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, stop. Last one, punching straight down to the ground. 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set here, everyone. Can you go a little quicker? 3, 2, 1, and stop. Nice work, everyone. We have one more circuit here. You're on the home stretch. Grab your TheraBand. Give yourself a little bit of slack. You can wrap it around your hands or your wrist if that makes it easier for you to grip. Hands are maybe about shoulder distance apart. Remember, if you want to make it harder, hands come more narrow. And if you want to make it easier, the hands can move away from each other. Okay, so starting with our draw a sword, let me reset here. I'll tell you when to switch sides for that draw a sword. So pick a side. On your marks, get set, and go. Remember to look towards where you're drawing that sword. And don't let the band snap you back. That's it. Really reach. Can you reach that sword a little further away from you? Good. Switch sides. Three, two, one. Into your chest openers. So hands can stay just as they are. Opening and closing. Make sure you're seated or standing tall for this one. Nice open chest. Three, two, one, stop. Draw a sword. Pick a side, go for it. Yep, and switching sides. Nice work, everyone. 3, 2, 1 to your chest openers. Squeezing that area in between the shoulder blades so you can open the collarbone, open the chest area. 3, 2, 1, switch, draw a sword. You've got 2 minutes left. Switching sides. Three, two, one, chest openers. Can you unshrug your shoulders a little bit? You're on the home stretch. 3, 2, 1. Draw a sword. This is your last minute here. Good. Switching sides. Three, two, one. Last set of chest openers. Nice work, everyone. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh, yeah, you can give the arms a shake. Grab some water. Feel free to share in the chat box how many rounds you got. Or you can hold up your hands and I'll give you a shout out. Unsure. I think I got about 2.5.
One of the times you froze, the ball was in the air and it was like the ball was going beyond the ceiling, beyond Dublin, and you were waiting.
I blew a hole through the ceiling. That's awesome. Oh gosh. All right. We'll do just a quick cool down here. So coming back to a seated or standing grounded position of some sort. And just finding a few shoulder rolls. Good. And let's find a slow reach up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale to roll down. We'll inhale at the bottom. Exhale to roll up. Slowly bring in the arms down. We'll close the eyes or soften the gaze. And finding that low belly breath as low into the bottom of your pelvis, bottom of your feet as you can imagine. Trying to slow your breath down. Go ahead and think of one thing you're grateful for today. We'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And we'll open the eyes. All righty. Thank you. Thank you for joining, everyone. Pause this recording.